Hi everyone, it's Helen here from the Coffee Apple, and we are here to show you a new game. This is called Take Some Risks, and I've got a gentleman here by the name of Warren. Now Warren, you are not from Victoria. You've come here for a strong, passionate love of...
Well, I'm following some football.
Yes.
And I've actually followed some cricket as well.
So you've come to, obviously, the sporting capital of Australia.
It has a reputation.
So I just had to put it in, but you are over here from WA and you are a maths teacher. And what age are you teaching kids at the moment?
Well, I teach senior school overall, so years 7 to 12, but I also work sometimes with some students that are primary school age too.
So this particular game isn't aimed towards necessarily the senior skill. It is looking at sort of your 8 and up range, as well as early high school, and it's called Take Some Risks. And this one is looking at probability. And I know some of your parents are going, hang on a second, why do we need to do a game on probability? What are your thoughts, Warren? Why have you decided to produce this amazing game?
Yeah, look, as a classroom teacher, I felt with probability, I think it's a very important concept because we make decisions through our life that are based on choice and probabilities.
So it's not all about maths and numbers?
No, I mean, that's obviously the basic theme, but the thinking I wanted to have was a game where the chance or risk evolved. So as they were playing it, they had to make decisions based on what was happening in front of them.
And not just in front of them, but also what's happening next to them.
That's right.
So
okay.
Looking outside of what's happening in your own score in order to win the game, you're going to need to pay attention to what everyone else is doing and take some risks or be a bit conservative. Now, Warren, the best way to describe this game is to have a little bit of a play. All right, so let's pop it to one side and you're going to go first.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do what I've seen a lot of students do, because you have your risk takers and some like to play safe, but I'm going to be a risk taker. So I'm going to go to the red pile where the high scores are. So what we've got here is high scores, but there's also high risk, which we'll see as the game evolves.
And
so
you've got an appropriate shark on the picture for that.
I have, yeah, and we've got a few of those in Western Australia too, by the way. Oh, so not a great start because I've got a strike.
No, that works for me. So the aim of this game is to get the highest score. If you get 3 strikes, you're out of the game. So you're starting off with 1. I think that's quite a good start. Now, I am much more of a conservative gameplay, so I'm going to get you to turn over a green one for me. So let's go Koala. We're going safe.
We are. I've got the friendly, cuddly koalas. They like to sleep a lot, so they're quite so... Oh, no. So there's only 1 strike in this pile.
That'd be just right,
One strike, and we've already taken it. But we do know from now on this pile is a very safe one, whereas the red one still has 5 strikes in there.
But the green one, because it is safe, that means the numbers in there are actually going to be on a lower scale. The red ones, you risk it for the biscuit. And obviously, orange. How many strikes have we got hiding in the orange stack?
There's 3 in this one. So we've got 1, 3, and 6 at the beginning, of course.
Okay. All right. Nice to know. What are you going to choose next?
Well, I figure that I'd be pretty unlucky to get another strike. So I'm going to pick up again a red card. And this time I've got a 5. Now I'm going to display that up so I can see my score, and so can you too.
Yep.
So I've got my 5.
Because this is not a game where you're hiding the cards. You don't get to hide them from your opponents, because it actually helps all of us make decisions, which is all about probability and chance.
Correct.
All right, so let's go. Well, I lucked out on the first green strike. Let's turn over another green. Let's see what my chances are. I'm still being conservative.
Oh, wow. There we go. Save a strike. So there's one of these which is only in the green pile. So it effectively means now you're back to your start. So you've got no strikes.
I quite like that. I like that green pile. Yep. So it's working well for me, except I don't have a score of 5, but that's all right.
Well, I'm going to continue taking the risk. I've only got 1 strike. 3's the danger one. That's where I can't pick up any more cards.
3, and basically your game ends.
Okay, so I'm in trouble because I've got 2 strikes now. So I know there's 4 left in there, but I really am in a situation where if I pick up 1 more strike, my score can't accumulate.
Your score just sits at 5, and that's where you are. Well, do you know what? I don't have any strikes now, so I'm going to go red.
Okay, so... Oh, wow. There we go. You're already ahead of me.
Woohoo! I like this. Yep. Game on.
So as I said, I'm in trouble. I've got 2 strikes. I pick up 1 more strike, and I can't continue with my score. So I know there's 1 strike in the green, it's gone. So from my point of view, this is a very safe...
You're going to chicken out.
I am for the moment. I'm just going to pause for a bit and watch what you're doing. So I'm up to 6 at the moment.
Okay.
So I'll put my numbers together. So I've got 6.
All right. Well, I might go an orange because we're equal now. So let's go medium risk.
Okay. Now there's a 1 of these in each of the piles, so there's one subtract card.
Great. So now I'm down to 4.
Correct. So I'm in front, which is great. But I'm going to continue playing very safe. So I'm going to take my green card here. I know these scores are low, but it's just giving me time to sort of settle for a bit.
And what is the optimum number, do you think, of people playing this game? Obviously, we're doing a 2-player one, but if you've got 3 or 4, how do you find the game working?
Yeah, I think working with about 3 to 5 is ideal. There's 10 strikes in total, so you can work out if there's 3 players. That means that that's roughly 3 and a bit strikes each.
And obviously, the more players, the quicker the game goes.
Absolutely, it's quite a quick game. So 4 to 5 players is probably the ideal.
All right, let's go another orange.
Okay. Oh, so a double card, which is quite handy. Because with that card there, it doesn't have any value at the moment. But it
Now, I
does
can't
mean...
double an existing score that I already have.
No.
I have to apply the double to another one that I take. So, for example, I might double my next risk score if it's a nice high one.
That's right, and we don't double strike, so it's only for numbered cards.
Oh, yeah, because otherwise we'd be out of the game really quickly.
Yeah, very quick.
All right, what are you going to go?
Look, let's take a bit of a risk. I'll just up it a little bit and go to the orange one and see how I go. And I've got a 2. So that's quite handy because that takes me up to 9 now. So I've got 5 and 2, 7 and 2, 1. So I'm on 9.
All right, let's go shark for me.
Okay, here we go. So your turn now. So
Oh, okay. That's all right. I've still only got 1 strike thanks to my safer strike.
Yeah. Okay, so my turn again. I'm going to take another orange one. I know there's 3 strikes there, but I'll just up my score a little bit. So I've got a 2. So what I'm going to do as well now, I'm going to put my 2s together with my 5.
Oh,
and
you're going to
1.
nest them under and you've made a nice collection of 10.
Yeah, and I made a 10 because from an add-up point of view, I know now that I've got 10 there. I don't need to do anything more with that. So I've grouped them in a nice sort of round number as 10 and makes my adding up process a lot easier too.
Ah, that is a great strategy and good for the kids. That is just going to help them all the time, whether it's maths or everything. All right. You're right. I got distracted. I'm too busy thinking about what am I going to take next. I think I'm going to go another shark.
Okay, so let's have a look at what you've got there. Obviously, with only 1 strike, you're playing reasonably clever game. So 4. So I think I'll do a little bit of shuffling for you there, Helen, and put your 6 and 4 together so you know you've got 10 there.
Now, the only thing is, it is the 10 minus the 2. So I'm still sitting at 8.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm getting a little bit worried because I know that there are 3 oranges gone from here and there's still 3 strikes. So, and I know your score's 8, I'm 11, so I know I'm still ahead of the game. So I'll just go a little conservative one again.
So you need to sort of keep a track of what everybody else's scores are as well.
You do. I mean, if you were getting ahead with the reds, I'd probably say, look, I've got to play this to win, so I know I have to take a risk. But at the moment, because you've got a lower score, I'm happy just to be conservative.
So just to take some. All right, it's time for me to take another risk. All right, hit me with another shark.
Okay, here we go. Ah, you've got another minus one. I'll put the minus ones there for you.
Oh, great,
I might
thank
try
you.
and hide that double because I don't want you to use that.
Yeah, don't really need that one at the moment.
Okay, so I know you're going backwards. So I'm on 12. I'm not going to risk things, so I'll continue to play safe.
Oh.
I've got another 1. There's lots of 1s and 2s in here.
Okay.
So I'll go another 1.
Well, let's go another shark because, I'm only going backwards here.
Okay, all right. So let's go.
You never know.
Now you're in trouble.
Okay. All right. I'm getting a few risks now. Now you've got 2 strikes. I've got 2 strikes, but you are still ahead of me.
So interestingly now, the red pile is less risky than the orange. So we've only got 2 left in there and 3 left in there.
Oh, very good point. This is because there's only a limited number of strikes in each pile.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I might still play with the green one for a bit because I know you're on 5. I'm on 3rd. Oh, I've got a double. That's nice because there's 1 double in each of these.
Okay.
So I'm pretty happy with that because that'll be a card I might use tactically in a moment.
All right, let's go another shark then.
Okay.
This totally goes against my
6.
nature.
Okay. So
all right, hang on. With my 6, can I now double that?
No, unfortunately you have to nominate when you're going to use your double.
Oh!
So that creates the risk factor, which you can't sort of play it safe. You've got to say...
So before you draw the card, you've got to nominate.
Correct.
That is an important part of the game. Okay.
And knowing that, I'm going to use my double card now. So I'm going to nominate to use the double and I'm going to go the red pile, thinking I might go big here. Oh, I've gone very big.
Oh.
So that gives me 8
that hurts.
doubles. 8 times 2 is 16. So I know that I've got... Let's just push those a little bit there. I've got 16 plus 10. I've got 26 plus my 3 is 29. So I'm doing okay here.
You are. I am. I'm thinking. All right. I'll use my double on a shark.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so you've done all right. So you've got 6
It
double.
wasn't a minus. That's good.
So that gives you 12. So what we might do actually, Helen, is I might put the -2 with the 12, and you know you've got another 10 now.
Ah,
So you've
nice
got
one.
10 and 10. So there you go, minus your 3 and 86.
Okay. You're still winning.
I think so. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. What are you going to do next?
One of the things I find that's useful for some players as well is have a little tally sheet. So it's quite simple just to keep your score as you go that way.
Oh,
too.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I think, I know that there's still, what have we got there? 2 strikes left in here. But, oh, well.
Go on orange.
I'll go for it. So 5, there we go. So
Okay.
that gives me another 3 plus my 16. So
So
that's
now
19,
you're you're
24.
getting really comfortable with that red desk. You're just pushing your score nice and high, which makes it's going to get harder and harder for me to reach that point. I know
Correct.
oranges is quite a risk because there's a lot of strikes sitting in there. So I'm going to go for a shark as well.
Okay, so a little bit of anticipation. This is going to get scary for you. So, uh-oh.
Oh,
So
so
the
that's
strike.
that's me out.
Yeah, so effectively your score's finished.
Yes.
I know that I'm ahead of you, so all I can do here is, I mean, we can exhaust the cards, but I think I've got
At
a
that
say
stage,
in
it's
it.
time for the winning dance.
think so.
Yeah, you're totally right. Look, it is a great little game. It's very simple and very easy to learn. It's nice and compact and easy to travel with. And it's really touching on just a conversation about looking at what's happening in other players' hands and working out what the probability and how much risk you're prepared to take in order to win that game. What's your favourite part about the game?
Well, the thing I like is actually watching the players with that anticipation. You saw there when we went to pick up the red, you're thinking, is it a strike, isn't it a strike? And I think from my point of view, because I had the high score, I was manipulating that a bit to force you to take that.
To
risk.
take that one, yeah, to take the risk. So seeing people's abilities and understanding that they are taking that next level, obviously based on the information that they've got in front of them. They can't just willy-nilly pick it if they want to win. They're going to have to come up with a bit of a game plan and a bit of strategy. Look, thank you so much for joining us, Warren. It was great to play with you, even though I lost. But this is a great little maths game that I am sure that heaps of parents, heaps of grandparents, and the teachers are definitely going to fall in love with. All right, guys, have an awesome day. We'll catch you all later on. Bye.
See you.